Hey, what's up, everybody? Man, I haven't been on this YouTube thing in a minute, but you know what? I've been looking at a lot of NPC stuff, right? So if you've looked at any of my videos, which you probably haven't, no, I'm just joking, but you know that I'm tracking with the Mpc 1000, and then I've just recently bought the Mpc One. Okay, so we all know that, and also that I was using the Mpc Studio, right? So check this out. I got an argument for y'all. So the MPC Live 2, the reason why I like it, because it has multiple outputs, which this one don't. And it's got the speaker on it, right? And it's slim. It fits into a backpack and it has a battery. You don't need nothing like that. And it got me thinking, at the end of the day, I have my way. I like to track things out. That's why I'm using the MPC 1000. But getting active with this one has been a little bit easier in some ways. And it made me think about portability, right? My MPC 1000, I'm not taking that mug nowhere. I know back in the days they used to carry that thing. That used to be, oh, this is a portable MC, dog. That shit weigh like 3-4 bricks. So I ain't really trying to carry that around. Besides the fact you probably get ganked for it. So it made me start thinking like, okay, if we talking about portability, now I know this is old. I know some of y'all gonna be clowning me, but you know how I feel about old gear. If you're looking at my channel, you know I live and die by it. Hey, get you some old gear that's professional before, because if they made a hit record on it in 1999, then 9 times out of 10, it'll do you just fine. Okay, so I just gave my homeboy the Mpc Studio because I felt like it's time for me to start cutting back, and somebody gaffled him for his Mpc 3000. That's like I'm saying, y'all be one extra portable standalone. You gonna be on the train making some beats. Somebody be like, give me them beats and your MPC. No, I'm just joking. I hope that don't happen to nobody. But if we talking about portability, how much portable does it get than an MPC Studio and a Mac? I mean, come on. Look, you put these two together. Look how much space does that really take up? Let's pull the plug out. If as long as your Mac is charged, it's gonna hold the charge for the MPC Studio. That's mad portable if you ask me. So for all of you out there who are wondering, should you get the MPC Live 2 or should you get the MPC 1? Or should you get, I think the Studio is a good argument for starting, especially if you have a Mac. If you run a Mac, if you run a PC, that's another story, something else to talk about. But if you're running a Mac, you got a nice little MacBook Pro or even a MacBook Air, and you get one of these, your transition is going to be smooth. And what's really cool is if you do run across some hardware like an MPC 1000 or MPC 3000, this right here, you're going to be so familiar with it, it's going to feel like home to you. You're not going to see a vast difference, and you can be able to function on all different types of MPCs. For me right now, I'm trying to get used to having the touch screen. Thank goodness this one has a few more buttons than the Live does. So that is helpful. But the problem with the MPC One is the fact that it only has 2 outputs. Luckily for me, I'll just hook up a external sound card to it, and I'll be able to track everything out if I want to. But again, the tracking stuff that I'm doing mainly is on that MPC 1000 and that's connected to my synthesizers. So that's another story. But I just had to let you know, if you're in the market, you really want to get into this MPC gang thing, it's a lot of fun. You won't regret it. I promise you. It keeps me out of trouble. And you never know, you might come up with a hit song. But if you're looking for something that's portable, the MPC Live 2 is very expensive. Now, the MPC Live, the first one, is still very, very good. It just doesn't have the speaker. Still an awesome piece of equipment that you can get. And that's probably on sale because everybody trying to get rid of theirs so they can get the MPC 2, Live 2. And so you can find those pretty cheap. The MPC one, I think a lot of people are starting to figure out that it's a hell of a great piece of equipment. And so you'll find them for sale, but not as cheap as they should probably be, considering that you got the MPC Live one. Now the Mpc Studios were dirt cheap a while ago, but people are starting to catch on. So if you're watching this video and you're interested, just go ahead and grab you one now while they cheap, because I got a feeling that a lot of people are going to start probably figuring this out, that if you really your main goal is to have portability, you want something small that you can throw in your bag and hop on a plane. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that is so tiny. You see my, look. What you say? I've been talking for 5 minutes. They get it. Don't you know the longer that you keep them on here, the better? So anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. But yeah, now you know.